Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the steps of City Hall. It's the opening of Parliament, and with me, no stranger to Hilaal TV, Brother Fadiel Adams from the NCC. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Nice to see you in a suit as well, attending tonight. Looks like there's going to be lots to speak about from the President's side. What are you hoping to hear from the President?
I'm not hoping for anything. It will not be Cyril Ramaphosa speaking tonight. It will be John Foster and Hendrik Verwoerd and P.W. Botha and F.W. de Klerk. They've written this speech. This man is going to sing for his puppet masters, and we will have to counter it.
You haven't joined the Government of National Unity. You weren't part of that caucus that decided to, do a coalition as well. What were some of the reasons that you thought not to?
Okay, let's start at the beginning. This is not a government of national unity. It's not a GNU. It's a GUN. That means gun to the white matriculants who rule the country now. And it's aimed at the aspiration of poor people. Poor people who drown in debt, poor people who starve of hunger. That's what it is. We expect nothing from it, and this is why we refuse to join it. We will stay vocal and we will stay opposition because we can't be part of the sale of South Africa.
As a member of Parliament as well, also maybe being a watchdog to take those account or hold those accountable where they step off from what they promised?
Let me be clear, sir. I'm here to replicate what I've done in the city of Cape Town. We will hold the corrupt accountable and we will lock them up. And we will do so without fear or favor.
Right. The ANC's manifesto was released recently as well. Many of the other parties had no problem with accepting the manifesto. What are your thoughts?
We've got a problem with the ANC. Now, whatever the ANC releases, it will be polished on the outside and rotten on the inside. This is our experience with the ANC as coloured people. We expect nothing from the ANC. As a matter of fact, let me table a motion to the media to change the name of the ANC. It is no longer the African National Congress, it's the African National Sellouts.
Strong statements as well. From the NCC, what will you be advocating going forward in the next couple of months?
Transparency, accountability, honesty and equality. That's all we want. Give us that and you'll never hear from us again.
Lots of work in terms of bringing the country together. It seems like the GNU hopes to do that, hopes to unify the country. Unfortunately, a lot of political parties feel that they somewhat of sellouts.
You can't bring the country together if it is your intention to work with the Zionist Democratic Alliance. Where we speak land expropriation, they want to hold on to the land they've stolen. Where we want fairness, they want to propagate inequality. You can't have a conversation about nation building with the people who want to keep us apart. They should never have been part of any government of national unity. They should be treated as what they are, as a racist entity. And they should be dealt with as such. How do you include this? Let me tell you something. The tail will wag the dog. The ANC will not lead this country. White matriculants will.
Bold statements as well. City of Cape Town, we challenged with so many obstacles, and you've taken the city to task on many times as well. What are some of the very important items that you'll be looking at closer to home?
At a national level?
At a national level.
We want the violence on the Cape Flats and in Eldorado Park to stop. That's why I chose policing as my portfolio. That's where I'll be giving most of my attention to. But above and beyond that, we want the looting of the state coffers to stop, because there's nothing you can do in this country without money except pray. So we'll be gunning the people that are doing the stealing. As a matter of fact, our first task here is to address the Speaker of Parliament, the Secretary, of Parliament, who gave himself an exorbitant increase and the ANC is defending him. This is what we're here for. You don't get to sign your own check because you're the Speaker, the Secretary of Parliament. It doesn't work that way. Now, little things like that will make big differences in the long run. Remember, we're a small party. I'm a guppy in a shark tank, but I bite back.
What should the rest of South Africans, ordinary South Africans that want to live a better life, that want to live in peace and harmony, and want to hold our heads up high when we say we're South African, what should they keep in mind going forward for the next couple of months?
I'm going to say it as it is. Our voting patterns have gotten us to this stage. Change your voting patterns. If you want educated children, change your voting patterns. If you want to move from a shack to a house, change your voting pattern. If you want to be more than you can be, change your voting pattern. It's that simple.
Fadiel, Jazakallah, all the very best. We look forward to chatting to you, maybe post the speech as well. Have a good evening.
Shukran for giving us the airtime, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Here we go, Fadiel Adams from the NCC, always very vocal and sharing his thoughts about the government of national unity, but also closer to home, the Cape Town municipality as well.